I definitely want to thank everyone in the audience who voted for us last night. That was really a tremendous honor for our product to win, and really validates the effort that we've spent in product development and coming up with these kinds of products. I want to talk to you today in a little bit of a different mode. Those of you who have seen us talk in past years know that we spend less time talking about ourselves and our product and more time talking about the opportunity and how you can capture opportunities in the market. And I'll tell you, as I travel around the world and I go to many, many different countries, the one thing that I see consistently is that accessorizing, Ryan calls it attachments, is really an underutilized market. We're not taking advantage of this market in the traditional channel, and we're leaving these customers, these connected consumers, to buy their accessories somewhere else besides from your store or through your distribution channel. So forgive me if I spend a little bit of time reading my notes. I've got a lot of information here. By a show of hands, how many people, and think about this for a minute, how many connected devices, internet connected devices, do you have in your home? Who has more than 5 internet connected devices in your home? Think about this. Your wife's device, your mobile phone, your TV, your game console, your tablet, your computer. Who has more than 7? 8? 10? I did this exercise myself. Now, my wife and I have 2 children living with us. We have 14 devices. And I don't think this is all that uncommon. In fact, for a household with 2 or more people, 10 is really becoming the norm when you think about all of these different kinds of devices. This chart shows the average number of connected devices per household. Now, this is a global number, so your market, if I speak numbers, I'll tell you if they're global or if they're specific to EMEA. Your country might be a little bit different, but it's really, this connected consumer is driving content. They really want to be connected to everything all the time. So let's meet this connected consumer. They're 30-something, they're married, probably with children, they travel, they're super social. Because of the higher cost of broadband, because of the cost of these connected devices, they're probably on the higher end of the socioeconomic scale. They probably have a median to high income. They're researching the products that they buy online before they buy them. So brand loyalty is really going away. They're looking at all of the different options that they have, and they're not focusing on a specific brand, but more on what they want to do with that device. The market research firm IDC coined the term PC Plus era. Microsoft said Steve Jobs said we're in the post-PC era, but that's really not true. We're in the PC Plus era. And one thing we learned in the last year is that tablets are not a replacement for a PC. The consumer is using their tablet as a content consumption device and maybe some light productivity, but they're using their PC for full productivity or for creating those videos or photos. They're not really willing to give up the PC. They're using the tablet as an add-on device. 5 years ago, it wasn't all that common to have multiple devices connected to your home network. Today, it's commonplace. Like we said, 14 devices connected to my home network. The abundance of these devices and the demand for content streaming from the internet is driving demand for newer, faster broadband networks, faster home network hardware. And so really Powerline and 450N, the new network technologies, really are becoming more and more important for this connected consumer. Now, this connected consumer wants products that will protect their device. They're spending a lot of money on this device. They want to improve their productivity. They want what they want faster. They want more things, and they want it now. And they want to enhance their experience. And they're willing to pay more for these 3 things: protection, productivity, and experience. They're willing to pay a little bit more for those things. This is an interesting stat, and I want to spend a minute on this. This is a global stat. It comes from IDC. I can show you the source. Even I was surprised by this stat. But for every euro that the consumer spends on a computer, they will spend more than €1 on accessories for that computer over the life of the computer. So think about that for 1 minute. For every euro that you sell in a PC, your opportunity is €1.05 in sales of accessories. Now, the profit opportunity, and Modcom talked about this earlier. Of course, we always talk about the profit in attachments and the profit in accessories, but I just want to quantify this for you for a minute. And you can question my numbers, and maybe my numbers are a little bit wrong in your market, or maybe this isn't the right average, but let's say that you sell a PC for €500, and let's say you make 5% gross profit on that sale. It may be a little bit more, it may be a little bit less, depending on you're a retailer or you're a distributor or what brand you're selling or what country you're selling in. But let's just say on that €500, your profit is 25. Now, we just looked at the previous slide where we said on that €500 PC, over the life of that PC, that consumer is going to buy €525 in accessories. But let's just estimate that your profit is 40%. If you're a retailer, it could be more. If you're a distributor, it could be less. Let's not question the number. If you want to question the number, I'm available all day today to talk about it. But look at the opportunity over the life of that PC. When you sell the hardware one time and the profit that you make, and then if you are the destination where that consumer comes back again and again and again to buy add-ons and attachments for that PC, the profit that you can make over the life of that computer. Now let's take that previous slide and multiply it by the 103 million PCs that are going to be shipped in the EMEA region this year. And you can see the profit opportunity across the region for accessories is tremendously greater than the profit opportunity that you're going to make selling those computers. So how do you capture this? The most important thing is offer the right mix. And I said when I started, the number one thing I see, and it doesn't matter the region or the country where I travel, I see it in every city, that retailers and distributors are not taking advantage of this opportunity. They do not have the accessories in the variety or in the depth that the consumer is looking for. You have to offer the right mix of accessories, cables, mice, new technology in routers or in power line or in Bluetooth or tablet protection, computer bags. You have to offer products, a product mix that's designed for that connected consumer and those 10 or more devices that he's looking to buy accessories for. So in order to capture this incredible opportunity, you have to have more inventory. And not just deeper inventory. It's not just more of the same product, but you've got to offer a variety of products, and a variety of products for each of those connected devices that you're selling. You've got to stock a wider variety for the more popular devices, but you have to stock a variety of accessories for all of those devices. And you've got to be engaging with the consumer. If you're a retailer, engaging with that customer in your store, or if you're a distributor, engaging with the retailer in order to help them to upgrade that consumer. The consumer, as I said, is looking for more content and they want it faster. So you've got to have a conversation with them about offering them a better mouse, but more importantly, offering them better networking hardware, faster networking hardware for their home. If you have questions about these numbers that I talked about, I'm available all day. If you want to see products designed specifically for this connected consumer, or if you want to engage with brands that are designing products specifically for this connected consumer that's ultimately buying the product through your channel, come talk to us today in our booth. Or you can contact our product development team on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or certainly by email. And we're available anytime to answer any questions that you might have. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. We've talked a number of times, and you're always looking at the customer. You're always looking at the end user. I'm going to force you just 2 minutes to talk about yourself, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You make a powerful argument. Yes, in fact, we can do a lot more in the area of accessories and peripherals. Attachment is still a big opportunity that we can tap into. How can they do that specifically with you? I know you're looking to restructure your channel program. What can we expect?
Well, our channel program is really designed to pull business through distribution. We're looking to engage with For example, on the Intellinet side, specifically looking for these opportunities for bigger deals in corporations. We know that we have the technology for that. And I know in my presentation I talked about the consumer and the home, but the channel program that we have is really designed to bring people, bring these deals and opportunities through our distributors. We want to connect. We know that we, as a brand, need to connect with the resellers that are selling the product and with the retailers that are moving the product. But of course, we want to bring that back through our distributor partners, ultimately to help their success.
Okay, and specifically here at DISTREE, can you give us an idea? Is there a focus on particular geographic markets, and what would be sort of the ideal profile for Intellinet or Manhattan partner?
You know, we're very selective about the partners that we choose. We don't want to be over-distributed. I talked a little bit last year about this particular competitor that had in a market with 3 million people, had 3 exclusive distributors. And that's certainly not the model that we want. We don't want to be over-distributed, so we're in each market picking and choosing very carefully the partners that we want to work with. And it has to be a certain philosophy for us that we need to grow together. And the partners that we have in this room can attest to this, that we have a very close working relationship with them. We're in their market, working with them to find ways to increase their business with our product. And that's really why we every year we don't talk about our product. We talk about the opportunity in the market and how you can increase your profit and increase your revenue, whether or not you're a Manhattan and Intellinet retailer or distributor.
Okay. And if you had to leave just one simple message, what do you want the audience to most remember about not only your exhibit, but your presentation here today?
Well, I want them to remember that we won the 60 Seconds Award. Thank you. And I want them to remember that Manhattan and Intellinet are designing products for the connected consumer, because that's ultimately who's making that decision. And if you have products in your portfolio that the consumer doesn't want, obviously you're not going to be successful. So all of our product development, product management, and marketing and sales efforts are really built around designing products that consumers want to buy.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.
Dave, always good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.